Hello everyone, welcome back to the internet's best reactions, and we had such a good race this time out. The Austrian Grand Prix delivered a track potentially that not a lot of people thought would be a good race, but it was epic. So let's start at the very beginning, at Fez FC. This is something I thought as well, and I'm sure Ali, you'll catch it in the highlights. The sound effects at the start of the race though, and actually throughout the race. I think the only one that was okay was the pit when the pit lane the pit lane stopwatch came up on the bottom right and it was like boop, boop, and you're like, oh, that's quite cool. But there was just noises everywhere and then CGI as well, but we'll get onto that in a little bit. It was carnage at the beginning of the race at LR_Apex. That one carnage. You had the two Mercedes getting off the line okay, Hamilton a bit better than Bottas, and then Kimi straight through the middle, 3 wide into turn 1, which didn't go as Bottas found out, went wide, then lost another position down to 4th, and then but then Bottas in turn 3 round the outside back to P2. It was like you had a terrible start, your bottle job, and then it was like, oh, actually, battery, good job. Which leads me on nicely to @RyanCastro42, watching Bottas's overtake on Kimi round the outside. See, this guy was so excited typing it, he put on twice and it's a dog gif, works beautifully. @JamoJam, why the hell is that fake star back? Just looks so tacky. It just doesn't even fit in nicely. It's like, oh, we need some branding there. Like, CGI, what's the point? I'm done. Like, Canada was okay. Canada was like, oh, that's quite, I found it quite cool in the start procedure. I was like, that's nice little subtle branding. Then there's just stars everywhere else. Fancy a Heineken? No! Don't drink and drive, kids. @F1GCHR, McLaren fans, Ali being one behind the camera, when Van Dorn is being lapped on lap 6. So Van Dorn got pretty much squeezed into turn 3. I don't know, he was kind of put himself in a bit of a dangerous position. There was a bit of contact ahead of him. He hit into the back of a Toro Rosso, lost probably his 8th front wing of the weekend, and McLaren would plumb last at the start of the race, and it was depressing to see that McLaren, although they did fight back, they're just not where they should be, are they? We got a submission in from Ali behind the camera saying that Alonso was on the team radio. He was actually, I think he was literally in like 18th or 19th, and he said, we have to do something, you know? When I first listened to it, I thought he wanted to retire. He was like, I don't want to sit here for 71 laps. And I was like, wow, Alonso, chill. But it actually was that he wanted to do something different. He overtook Charles later on in the race, but we'll get on to Charles a little bit later on. @Jeffrey Nedeloff, every fan at the grandstand during the race. There was a lot of orange, there was a sea of orange, all supporting Max Verstappen. But where did he finish?
Also, is it not the? It's the.
No, yeah, but.
Not this.
Yeah, but.
The.
Okay, wait. I've decided it's VES, okay? Verstappen, even though there is an R, okay? Let's not get into grammatical terms, all right? VES, I'm gonna check a quick on board. I'm pretty sure it's VER. Screw you, Alistair.
It's really not. The @ sign's upside down.
Oh, for crying out loud. Yeah, it's VER. What an absolute twonk. I've got the R. I don't know why I put an S. What is wrong with me? I can't take the mick out of anyone that puts in a submission with any kind of grammatical error now. So a quite sad moment in the race @Shrek_has_sweg. Not really matching with the sadness of this tweet. Bottas pulling over. Why did Bottas have to have another issue? The poor guy just cannot get a break. He deserved to finish that race, and Hamilton maybe, you know, I feel like that would, you know, even out the, before the Hamilton fans start, you know, I feel like it would have evened out the luck a little bit more. You know, if Bottas had just been able to finish 2nd or 3rd or 1st, who knows? @Giorinex, Bottas's engine while losing pressure. It's pretty accurate, to be honest. It was kind of like, a bit like me in the Formula E car, like, I don't know why I'm making that noise either. Anyway, moving on, it's hot in here. So I just mentioned Bottas's engine blowing up. Hulkenberg's engine blew up a few laps before that, I think. And then after that, we had the virtual safety car, which is when the race flipped on its head. And this is when sassy Hamilton came out on the pit radio At Leigh Feynman, waiting for Hamilton to come on the radio, moaning why he wasn't pitted. Clearly just before he started moaning. It's like, there was one person on the radio, then there was a guy called James, who I don't think we've ever heard of before, going, Lewis, it was my fault. I am so sorry. I've thrown away the race. And Lewis is like, I have words for you. And it was a very strange conversation going on. It kind of felt like we shouldn't be listening in. And then this clearly, Victor Villadz then says, Mercedes right now. It's a very popular GIF, but it's so perfect. Just before the virtual safety car and then after it, during it, when seeing every other car come into the pits. Why didn't they pit Lewis? I mean, it didn't matter in the end because he retired, but why didn't they? So you may be wondering, wearing quite a vibrant shirt today. It's an Ayrton Senna tribute shirt. You know, one of those things where you kind of want to wear something Formula 1 related, but you don't want to look like a full kit, you know? So this is what it basically is. And then we've also got 2 other champion selection t-shirt things from the shop. Schumi one, Mika Hakkinen one. Go click the iCard, go get it for Silverstone. See you then. I'll hug every single one of you that wears one of these, if you want it. Me. At Kati Vasiliev. Hold on, what? Both Red Bulls in the podium so far. Lap 21, thank you. Love how we've kind of got an idea as to where we are in the race right now, Catalina. And I think that was when Daniel Ricciardo passed Kimi Räikkönen at that stage in the race, when blistering hadn't become a thing. Blistering was everywhere. Like, there was the left rear looked disgusting on some cars. But that was before Danny Rick was suffering, and then suffered even later when his car blew up. At Kamikaz. It's definitely not right. Kamuikaz, there we go with that. For someone who we are calling the Iceman, Raikkonen cracks a lot under pressure. Now, this is, I don't agree with this. Okay, Kimi was locking up quite a lot at the start of the race, I'm not gonna lie, and he made a few mistakes. Actually, lap 1, okay, now I'm starting to agree with it. Lap 1, he was side by side with Hamilton into turn 3. He should have braked a little bit earlier and got the run on him and stuck one up the inside, but instead bottled it, lost positions. So I agree. Favourite tweet of the week, right here, at T_O_M_E_R. Guys, the new update has arrived.
Yeah.
That's good, Toma. That's very good.
Yeah.
No more words are needed. That's fantastic. A submission in on Instagram from F1_fans page. He's looked up on Google, the unluckiest driver ever. Unluckiest driver ever, though. I wouldn't say Bottas is the unluckiest driver ever.
But that's like the meme, isn't it?
Yeah, but he's not the unluckiest driver ever, so it's inaccurate. Unluckiest driver of 2018, I'll accept. At Mackenzie PUBG, good game. When you tune into the race on lap 35 and see Hamilton 4th and Bottas out, if you're tuning in halfway through the race and you see that, you're probably wondering what on earth has gone on. And then also you deserve to not know if you're tuning into a race at lap 35. What the hell is wrong with you? Now, a move we need to talk about, a move that I thought was absolutely perfect. At HiveJ, I'm just going to call you that. Seb's move in Hamilton. Sounds a bit dodgy. I'm going to say on Hamilton. It was so good. It was absolutely inch perfect. Like, he just pushed him just the right amount wide, a bit like Nico Rosberg tried to do a couple of years ago, but completely messed it up. But then there were people going, oh, it looked a bit dirty, as at Aaron Lucas 49. I hate how wide Vettel goes when passing Hamilton. It just feels dirty. Fam, Vettel absolutely nailed it. So the name of this person is just an Ocon fan, and the @ is Esteban Aircon. It made me laugh so much because I'm really warm as well, so it's pretty apt. But yeah, Ocon waiting for Grosjean to crash. He didn't. Romain Grosjean finished in 4th position, 12 points in the bag. That's 0 plus 12 for his championship tally, but still, he's on the board. As mentioned before, we had heartbreak with Bottas. A little bit later on, we had heartbreak with Daniel Ricciardo, the birthday boy, 29 years old today. At Mege, first Bottas, then Daniel. It was very, very, very upsetting to see Danny Rick retire. You could see he was struggling anyway with the blistering, and he probably wasn't going to get to podium, but Danny Rick, you know, I reckon he would have been rather ecstatic and amazing on the podium had he got there. He would have drunk out of everyone's shoes. But we'll never know. At Roxana Burbule, Ricciardo on his birthday. A cat gif, just to even it up, you know? I feel like a lot of dogs were involved, now we've got a cat. What next? equality. At Daniel Upton 1 coming in with the F1 fantasy feels when you had Hamilton, Ricciardo and Leclerc in your fantasy team. I know, honestly, I've got Hamilton and Ricciardo. Oh my God, I'm going to lose so many points. It's actually upsetting. But go join our WTF1 Fantasy League if you haven't already. We'll put a link in the description. Go join it. Now, I was the same at LTC_Foxworth. Me wishing Vettel's car fails and Haas get their first podium. I just wanted any of the top 3 to fail, apart from Verstappen, he deserved the win. But either of the Ferraris, just a whoopsie, you know, and then Romain Grosjean comes on the podium. That would have been lit. But unfortunately it didn't happen, but P4 and 5, nice. Tinfoil hats at the ready. At Whale Kiddos. Barcelona 2016, last race when both Mercedes were out. Max Verstappen won. Austria 2018, both Mercedes are out. Max Verstappen won, or is leading the race at this point, basically had won. Max likes a Mercedes retirement. At Harry_Watkins 96 makes a very good point. Wait, Max can't win, Kvyat hasn't been demoted. So either Kvyat being demoted or both Mercedes out the race, Verstappen will 100% win. Put your bets on. And to sum it all up, at Mace Masters, what an unbelievable race. Roll on Silverstone next week. We're gonna be there, by the way, so if you're there, make sure you come and say hi. We won't bite. Check our social media pages for updates on where we are and what we are.
And now it's time for Race Rundown with your host, Matthew Gallagher.
Okay, so we're going to mix up the race rundown this time around. Just because, you know, if you don't like it, let us know. If you do like it, let us know. I'm going to give one word to sum up each person's race as we go down, as quickly as I can, just so it comes off with one word that immediately comes to my head, which could be interesting. Are you ready? Are you ready, Ali?
This is going to be fun.
Cool, okay. The one word race rundown. Verstappen amazing, Raikkonen that's definitely not one word, is it? That's a great start. Verstappen, great. No, that's a rubbish word. Verstappen, fantastic. Raikkonen, better. Vettel, Grosjean, incredible. Magnussen, wonderful. Ocon, wow. Perez, mediocre. Alonso, comeback. Leclerc, Charles. Ericsson, points. Gasly, nil. Carlos Sainz Jr. Why does it say Jr. every time? Slow. Lance Stroll. Williams. Sorokin. Pay. Van Dorn. Out. Oh no, this is the end. It's fine. Hamilton. Explosion. Hartley. Rubbish. Ricardo. Birthday. Bottas. Sad. Hulkenberg. Smoke.
Wow.
So that is it for the internet's best reactions to the Austrian Grand Prix. If you want to get involved next time, use the hashtag WTF1 on Twitter and Instagram. Instagram, don't use licensed footage or pictures, we can't use them. Twitter, you're smashing it, good work. If you want to get involved, yeah, use the hashtag WTF1 at WTF1official, go follow us as well. If you want to watch another video, click just here. If you want to subscribe, click just here. If you want to go to our WTF1 shop, you can buy this champion shirt or the other two you saw on screen or other merchandise, click just here. I'm Matt with WTF1. We'll see you in a few days' time for the Silverstone British Grand Prix. We'll be there, so make sure to come and say hi if you see us. Goodbye!